last stop for 2019, Alabama Bass Trail, South Division. Lake Eufaula.
First exit to road.
What a way to end the season. We zeroed. Bad tournament. Practice set up just like it did for Jordan. The patterns, everything was pretty much like it was for Lake Jordan, where we had a top 12 finish. We were kind of excited and pumped about it. We were just outside the cut for the championship at the end of this year. And with a good finish here, we'd have made the cut. Well, you got to catch fish to get points and to move up in the standings. You can't move up, you can't gain points if you don't catch fish to weigh in. Horrible day. Worst tournament, I think. This, I think, is definitely the worst Alabama Bass Trail tournament I have fished, because we did not catch a fish. For practice, we were throwing a variety of different baits. I, of course, was throwing my V&M products. I was throwing Carolina Rig, the V&M Flat Wild, black and blue glitter. I was throwing a black and blue swirl V&M Swamp Hog. I threw the Wild Lizzie. I threw a J-Mag worm. I threw V&M Trickster worm. I threw a variety of soft plastics this week.
Continue 12 miles on US 431 south.
Even broke out the Adrenaline jigs, the Pacemaker Series Adrenaline jigs by V&M. Threw a jig. Missed one fish on the jig. It was the only fish I had on the jig. Everything else that we found during practice was on plastics. Very slow pattern, really hot. Bluebird skies for practice. Little cloud cover today, not much, but extremely hot. We were looking at temperature today was 89. Heat index was in the 90s. On the northern end of Lake Eufaula, there was hardly any wind at all. Most spots on the northern end of the lake, you didn't even feel the wind. And you get down to the south end, and you had a good 6 to 10 mile an hour south-southeast wind blowing and kicking it up, causing it to get pretty rough. But I really don't know what to say other than we didn't do it. We didn't put it together to put fish on the scale. That's completely on us. We just didn't have the right pattern, or we just didn't have the right areas, or what. But so what a way to end the season with a zero. But that concludes the 2019 series for us. This is the last Alabama Bass Trail event I will be fishing. I will not be fishing the ABT next year. I've got a couple other trails I'm looking at, so we'll see where we end up. But we have we had a good time this year. We had a top 12 finish at one. Just missed the top 50 by a couple of ounces at another. And then two really bad tournaments where we finished in the mid to low 100s, and then today where we zeroed. Not the way we wanted to end the season. We wanted to have a high finish. We wanted to make a top 50, top 75 finish to try to move up in the points so that we could possibly earn a spot into that championship this year. We were so close to it, but yet so far away. So real quick, I want to thank all my sponsors for this year for sticking with me and giving me the opportunity to do this. I enjoy getting out on the road, fishing these events. I love it. Gotta say thank you first and foremost to V&M Baits, High Seas Fishing Line. Those two right there. Thursday I got hung up with one of my rig ups and trying to free it up would not free up, tried to break it off, could not get that high seas line to break. I ended up having to reach down as low as I could into the water and cut the line off because I just could not get it undone, and it would not break. That high seas line is the best fishing line I have used out of all the lines I've ever used, and I've tried several different brands. I used high seas years ago, came back to them because of the durability of the line. I cannot get away from it. I love it. The V&M baits, man, from their plastics to their jigs to spinner baits, they've got a great line of products. Check them out. Rod glove, all of my rods right now are packed in rod gloves. I do not carry my rods without them. I've got to protect my rods when I travel. Real big investment, so make sure that you take care of that stuff. So got to thank Rod Glove. Gator Sticks custom fishing rods, Cinetic fishing reels, Man vs. Bass clothing, Frog Togs, Sunsect. I don't know where I'd be without these people. Sunsect insect repellent and sunscreen in one. It saved me several days. I'm a little red today. I applied. I got my legs this morning. I was wearing shorts, so I did my legs. I had my long sleeve jersey on. Didn't think about doing my arms. As the day went on, it got a little hot. Pulled the jersey off. Didn't think about hitting my arms until about midday. I should have coated them earlier, so I got a little red. But the areas that I did coat, you can tell the difference. You can see where I had that Sunsect on and where I did not. Proven fact that it works. Connect scale, gotta thank Connect scale. Bluetooth scales, that's really great product. Weigh your fish, digital scale, it'll Bluetooth it to the app on your phone. The app on the phone for Connect scale is a free app, and it actually will call your fish for you. It'll tell you which call tag to throw out. So definitely check those people out. But like I said, got to thank my sponsors, and like I said, that was my last ABT event. I was hoping to do one more. I was hoping to hit the championship, but that closes out my season and my trail with them. So hopefully we'll see y'all again next year on another trail series.